Good morning. This is another wonderful edition of AM Chart, and this is a beautiful Thursday morning. It's the day we talk politics, and you may be wondering, what does she have in store for us today? Yes, we are going to look into the nitty-gritty of the political happenings in the state, in the country, especially the recent happenings in the last couple of days. We're going to be looking at things happening all over the states of the Federation. We're going to be looking at our state. We're going to be looking at the ruling party. We're going to be looking at the Senate and a lot of political intrigues, happening everywhere. But, we usually talk about flooding, and it's very disturbing that just yesterday, Bayelsa State had a very serious case of flooding in some parts of the state, and it's becoming increasingly alarming, the rate at which the environment, the society gets flooded. It's important that we take care of our drainages as a person, as individuals, as citizens, minus the work of the government. What is the responsibility of the citizens? Because when your environment gets flooded, it causes sickness, it brings diseases, it brings a whole lot of things, and it brings things that would automatically bother you, possibly take you to the hospital, make you spend your money on illness and buying drugs and treatments and stuff, and it also makes you less healthy. So you need to do something about your environment. So if you're walking on the street of Lagos today, I'm talking about Lagos because we're in Lagos. If you're walking on the street of Lagos today and you throw your nylon, your pure water sachet on the floor, you were wrong. If, however, you pick up your bottle of water or your bottle of soft drink or soda, and you pick it up and you drink it and you throw it out of the window of a vehicle while you're on the expressway, that's not good. Whatever you put into the environment always comes back to you. So let's take care of ourselves. Let's take care of our environment. Okay, going straight into the program itself. This morning we're going to be looking at the front page of the dailies. We're going to start with the daily, with the Punch, the front page of the Punch. But before we do that, we take this short break. When we come back, we'll go straight to the newspapers. Please stay with us. Welcome back. You're still on AM Chart, and we're going straight to the front page of the dailies this morning, and we're starting with the front page of the Punch. As center spread on the Punch, we have primaries, reps on a coalition course with IG over colleagues detention. Would resist attempt to frustrate Electoral Act amendments. That's from Togara, and that's on the front page of the Punch. We're going to put that up shortly. We have a child, the boy votes during the Plateau local government election in Ajikaima on Wednesday. That's the local government election, and that's a boy voting there. The picture is right there on the front page of the Punch. We have APC, PDP senators unite, gave Buhari's polls budget speedy passage. That's from Saraki. We have 11 burnt in Abuja restaurant gas, the restaurant gas explosion, and that's quite an unfortunate one there. A restaurant exploded in Abuja yesterday, and 11 people actually died there. It was a gas explosion, and quite unfortunate. With me in the studio this morning, I have two gentlemen, the voter politicians both of them have a wealth of experience, and both of them are quite familiar with the story of where Nigeria is and where we come from. I have on my right Honorable Fadiko Bayo Fadiko. Me, yes, Honorable Niyi Fabiko. I have on my right Honorable Niyi Fabiko. He's right here on my right. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And I have Pastor Tawede. Pastor Tawede has been here before, and we always like to dig into his wealth of experience. Pastor Tawede, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Okay, going straight into the discussion. 11 people were burnt yesterday in Abuja, and I heard when I read a story, you said, because it comes across as something that is quite painful.
That's very sad.
Very sad.
Very, very sad. It's unbelievable.
But people could go to a restaurant.
The issue now is that it wasn't given a prominent.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It wasn't so prominent.
Yeah, yeah.
11 people.
11 people
just died like that.
Yes, and gas explosion.
Gas explosion.
And that was in a restaurant yesterday.
That's very sad.
Very sad.
Very sad.
It brings to the fore the fact that we need to take more care.
Exactly.
How we use, especially this thing, gas,
exactly.
petrol, all of these petroleum products and all that. Going back to politics, we have on from Zamfara State APC. There's INEC vows to field candidates for 2019 elections. Pastor Town. There's an interesting drama going on in Zamfara State, and it's interesting because right now the primaries in Zamfara obviously did not take place. And why was that? Because the people decided that they couldn't agree together to field the candidates, and so because they had factions and all that, the primaries did not take place. INEC is saying, according to the law, since the deadline was not met, APC should not field any candidate from Zamfara State, which means APC is disqualified from elections in Zamfara State. Your comments?
Well, I heard about it yesterday, and luckily for me, I was able to listen to the, what they call it, this TVC media or something. I was able to listen to them this morning. See, there's a lot of things that actually went wrong in the place. The governor of the place is an institution on his own, and does not carry along his own member. So that's the key of the problem. And then the Almighty himself, that is the national chairman of the party, he believes that what they've done in that place was wrong, and it needs to be reversed. But let us keep our finger crossed. Let us keep our finger crossed. I know very soon, they will resolve. And regarding the INEC, they are trying to prove to the people they are upright, which by keeping to what they have kind of said. But by the time they will land in the court, and then I believe the primary will still be done.
If I can just comment,
yes.
I really want to say that this primary election that we are having in APC has not convinced anybody that we have made our we've really prepared for it
before it took place.
Before they started telling us the method that we are going to use. I'm talking for those people at the national now.
Yes.
I doubt if they really prepare for this primary. We are talking of primary of different 3 types of method. You talk of direct, you talk of indirect, you talk of consensus, and you go to each state with their own rules, and with their own law, with everything, and each state with their own personalities. You have the senators doing different things from what the governor is doing. Governor will go out and do, I, as a party member, I can tell you categorically, I am not happy with the type of election that we have in APC.
kind of primary. So
It's this kind of
generally
primary.
the primary was a bit not well organized.
Shows that, yes, shows that the party has, they even showed that the party has not been seriously organized. That's, the party has not even prepared for the primary, right from the national.
Right from the national.
Right from the national. And to some people, Oshomole has disappointed many people. Yes.
With its countenance or by what exactly? How exactly?
What I'm saying, we have, how can you have a party with three methods of having primary, and all of them, you pick and choose the person that you really want to deal with. You set the rules apart, you set the constitution of the party aside. We don't even know what is happening. Some people, you heard what the first lady of the nation said. Some people use their money, their own hard-earned money, to purchase form. After that, nothing like election. Some people hijack the whole thing.
And they said some people had automatic
Yes,
tickets. Yeah.
and to me, I'm sitting down here telling you, I don't really know what is happening in my own constituency. We had election there. We don't know who has even won. In this modern stage of ours, is this democracy?
So basically, it looks as if there's a lot of in-house issues with the APC.
It's for the national to be organized.
It's
Period.
Okay, it's not even the state.
And
It's
keep
not even the
straight.
state.
No, it's not even the state. It's the national.
Because they
If you ask them at the state, they will tell you that they've not had anything from the national. It's the national that is hijacking the whole thing. Mark you, we bought the form in Abuja. Those of us in Lagos went to Abuja to buy the form. We purchased the form there. We submitted the form there. We had the screening there. Overnight, they said they dropped some people. You know, that type of something. Not well organized.
Not well organized.
And that is what is happening to all states.
Well, on my own part,
Yeah.
I believe the national chairman want everybody to see how neat or how clean he is by going back to what Babangida did. This, what they call option A4, quick at my back. But the difference is that there's an option. Where it suits them, they use option A4.
Okay,
Why
well,
does not suit them, they use consensus.
Yes.
Where they use AMP. And that is the problem we are having.
So
but I know
there's a
very
lot
soon,
of-
all will be over. All will be over.
But
We
before-
disagree to
before-
agree.
Yeah,
We
true.
disagree to agree,
True.
but all will be over.
But the issue, on the issue of Farah,
Yes.
Yes.
I doubt if INEC can dictate to us.
Okay.
Cannot dictate to the party. We've had the primary, and they said the latest that they can submit names is on the 18th. And we are still within their own is that we should conduct primary on or before 7th of this month.
Yes.
And I think the party said they had one. So
Okay.
for them to field candidates, I think the latest date is 18th of this month.
To
or which I
actually
know.
announce the name of the
yeah,
candidate.
the party will meet
Although
up.
the INEC was saying that there was
No,
no primary,
no
because
matter-
their people didn't participate
No
in
matter
that primary.
no matter the shortcoming that we have enumerated, I believe the party can surpass it and do
You
the
know, put
need.
some vote to
But
the
I'm
people.
telling you, many people are seriously disappointed with the type of election we
That we
have
have.
primary.
Okay, moving on, we have the front page of the Nigerian Tribune. The front page of the Nigerian Tribune center spread. We have court INEC strike at APC in Rivers, Zamfara. And the riders there, we had court nullifies Rivers Congress's primaries. INEC bars party from fielding candidates in Zamfara. Oshomole replies, INEC says submission deadline is October 18, just as Honorable Fadibiko just said. And PDP warns INEC not to succumb to APC pressure. Okay, that's a lot of doing on that. We're going to be talking about the political intrigue, so let's not go there yet. Buhari fresh letter says 242 billion naira for INEC security agencies would resist attempt to frustrate electoral act enactment use of card readers. That's Dogara. As Senate begins reconsideration of INEC's 2019 election budget. Yoruba Unity Forum Old State of the Art Nation Summit in Ikene today. Quite another unfortunate picture there. Well, right there in a Karu site in Abuja, a man that was alleged to be a wire TV, a cable thief, was found hanging um, on a high tension pole right there in Kare in Abuja. Another unfortunate incident, and brings to the mind the question: if you're going to be climbing a pole, be authorized to do so. That's the job of elected.
You mean the person is an umbrella?
No, they said they allege that the man is a cable thief. That's why. That's they assumed.
Why you say it's
because they
unfortunate?
cannot ask. They can't ask him. He's dead. They just assumed.
Once
that
they
he
knew him to be a cable thief and he made the judgment, we cannot say it's unfortunate. We thank God for him. No, what are we going to say to that?
Because
He made the
seriously,
instant judgment of God.
you know, the man went up there. If you're going to climb a pole, any high tension pole, you have to be qualified. You have to be, the right personnel that should do it, and you should do it with the right tools. I
No,
believe
no, you
if
said
it were-
the man has been known to be a cable thief.
No, the man was alleged after his death.
Oh.
They only imagined that the only reason he could have climbed the pole was
Oh.
to steal cable.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Okay.
there was no facts to the story. The man is late. You can question
Okay.
him. The man is dead.
I thought
You
the
can-
man has been
No, he
known to
hasn't.
be a cable thief.
No, actually not. Actually not.
Okay.
The flooding we were talking about earlier, that's in Mirinki Road in Yenogwa. That's a picture from that environment. Residents in that area have relocated, they've all left their houses and their farmlands. Many of them had to, quickly harvest their crops in that area to ensure that, their means of livelihood is still being preserved, and they had earned, money that they were expecting from this produce does not go down the drain. Okay, we have Labour FG disagree over 24,000 naira minimum wage proposal. Let's talk about that.
Yes.
This minimum wage proposal is another thing entirely. INEC, Labour said they want 30 something thousand, 30,000.
30,000.
The federal government 24,000,
24.
state government 20,000. I think the private sector said something like 34 or thereabouts. But it brings to the mind what exactly is going to happen if this money is actually okay. When minimum wages are found, it automatically means that all of the salaries will be upwardly reviewed. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's
So what's the hope of states who have not been able to even pay salaries with the current fee that we have, the current minimum wage? Some states are owing salaries if it's increased across the, because increment at the ground level means there's going to be an upward review of every other salary. What does that mean? What does that mean for states who are probably able to pay?
Well, to the best of my knowledge, most of our governors, they are not using the money the way it's supposed to be used. That's nothing but the truth. I take a sample for this, which money were released to them.
Paris,
Paris. Yet some people couldn't pay their workers. And we always refer to England, we always refer to US and so on and so forth. Under normal circumstances, even the 30,000, what does he do?
Yeah, it's very small, very mega.
So
Must come from
I will support that the federal government should pay every worker 30,000, not less than 30,000 per month. But the problem is that some of the states are not, they derive their joy from the allocation from the
federal government.
federal.
But the question now is, if you have, they are proposing 20,000, which is just 800 naira above, it's so ridiculous. It's 800
You see,
naira above.
my sister, the issue is this: whether 30,000 or 20,000.
Yes.
Do you know we have some states that are still owing up to 8 to 10 months, even with that 18,000 that they have not paid? Do you know what it means for somebody to go into work, for one to be rendering his service or own service, So the
And not be
state
paid at the end
and
of the
not
month.
be paid for months. And somebody now said that they should even increase. I cannot really match the two
Reconcile the
together.
two.
I'm finding it difficult. 30,000 is a peanut. There's no doubt about that. Even at 18, many states are unable to pay. So what is the rationale of asking government to take it again to 30,000?
30,000.
I would have expected the NLC to go into dialogue with some of these states that are unable to pay.
And
what is their problem?
Ask them to actually do something
is
about
their
paying the
problem?
current,
Yes,
current-
there must be challenges here and there. We have some states where their own IGR cannot even, I doubt if it's even more than 100 million per month. I will call it that one a state, and they are to be paying salary. Salary of about like to about 50,000 workers. You understand? You know
That's why
what
I
that
said
one means?
it's an
So
upward review.
any slightest problem at the federal level, they will not be able to pay.
So I wonder, are we wasting
So
a lot
I'm
of time? That is,
expecting,
we're
yes,
wasting a lot of
the
time on this
NLC
particular matter.
should devote their time. They really study the situation. What is the problem? I'm not even talking of the private sector this time around, because
those
if you are
different.
enforcing them to pay, then it will lead to unemployment.
Of
Yes,
course.
they would not employ
You
as
can't
many,
come and tell
they
me,
will send a lot of
you
people
can't
packing
force me to pay what I
what
don't
can
have.
Yes.
You understand? People are still managing. You see, they should look at the situation in
situation
the country
itself.
before they start talking of 30,000, 50,000, 100,000
Yes,
per
the
month.
money, just as you
You
said,
see?
the money is small. The money is actually
The
meager.
30,000 is very small, but is it there? Look at, let them give us some states that are yet to pay up to date, except Lagos State and about 2 or 3 states. There is no state that can say, that can really beat chest that yes,
They're not
I am
owing
paying.
salaries.
I'm sure they are not up to 5 out of 36 states.
Of the federation, and that's alarming.
It's
That's
alarming.
That's alarming. That means a lot of people are actually hungry. A lot of people are actually going.
So I'm expecting NLC to really go to
nitty.
nitty gritty. Let them find out what is the situation.
Let's even
what
get
is
the
the
money that
problem.
is owed to us first.
Okay.
Get the one that is yours first before you now begin to ask for more.
We have some states, even with the federal allocation, the federal allocation, the IGR put together, they cannot use it to pay the salary per month.
Not because. Are you saying that some of them don't have the money? Or because
They-
I think with the
They don't have.
is that because the money is not there, or because
Which
they
money
have
are we?
other capital
Which money are we?
projects?
Which money are we talking about?
They
Is
have
the
allocation.
most of the states in Nigeria that I know, most of the states in Nigeria rely on the allocation from the federal government.
Yes.
Yes.
The IGR is very minimal, very poor. You understand? Even the IGR we are talking of, 70% of the IGR comes from the payee. Even the so-called IGR they are referring to comes from payee. 70% of what they are receiving comes from payee. You understand? So put the two together, they cannot pay salary. That's why you see them. That's why you see them obtaining loan here and there, both national and foreign loans here and there.
But they're actually obtaining this loan. The irony is they're obtaining this loan not to pay the salary, but to pay for projects.
They augment it. Tell them to bring their books, to open their books. They use this loan to augment, to pay salary here and there.
So
And
who
that's
exactly
why
checks
that's
them?
why you see some states. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
I understand.
For somebody
I
to
do.
go to office on a daily basis for 7 months,
And
for
not
8
pay.
months, and no salary from anywhere.
You see, there are many ways to look at this issue. For me, I believe the money they are paying them now is not good enough. It's either they decrease the numbers of workers
Which turn to unemployment.
which turn to unemployment, or they go along with that and they pay them as at when due. But people are agitating now because they see the recklessness when they spend the money to. So they must complain. like what the Honorable has said, uh, apart from Lagos and few
other states.
how many of them generate funds?
7.
And immediately they get their allocation from the federal, is it properly used? That's another thing. So
Maybe some of them even going to unnecessary projects.
that I'm saying. So all these things needs to be looked into together, because the constitution of this country says every 5 years they must review the salary of their workers. That's the constitution.
Even if it's just 200.
If it's just 200 naira. So
But that's not been done anyway.
yeah, that's not been done.
Oh, we're going to go straight into the topic of discussion. We've actually gone there a little, but we're going to start the discussion per se right after this break. When we come back, we'll be looking at political intrigues ahead of the 2019 general elections. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful conversation. If you want to participate in the conversation, the number to call will be put right there on the screen. 07062500247. That's 07062500247. That's the number to call to participate on the show. You can also tweet at me on at Tomysyne. That's TOMYSYNE, TOMYSYNE. That's on Twitter, and TOMYSYNE.O on Facebook and on Instagram. Send me messages. Let's get your messages. We'll be talking about political intrigues. We'll be talking about the primaries for all the different parties, the emergence of various candidates. We'll be talking about so many things. Please stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. You're still on AM Chat. If you're just joining us, we'll be talking about political intrigues ahead of 2019 general elections, and we have with us in the studio Honorable Bayo Fabiku, Honorable Niyi Fabiku. I keep giving him names, and I'm sure by the end of today he will forgive me. Honorable Niyi Fabiku and Pastor Biodun Taunde. We've been talking, we've been looking into the front pages of the dailies. Right now we're going straight into the discussion of the morning. And as I said, we're going to be starting with the primaries. Let's talk about the primaries. Start from Lagos. There's a lot of accusations that these primaries actually